Dear students, this video will help you to revise lines and angles exercise 6.2. In figure 6.28, find the values of x and y and then show that AB parallel to CD. We know that linear pair is equal to 180 degree. So 50 plus x equal to 180 degrees linear pair. So x is equal to 180 minus 50, that is equal to 130 degrees. We also know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So look at the figure. We have y is equal to 130 degrees. That is vertically opposite angles are equal. So, if two lines are parallel, then the alternate angles are equal. So, here x equal to 130 and y is equal to 130 degrees. So, we proved that AB is parallel to CD. In figure 6.29, if AB parallel to CD, CD parallel to EF and Y is to G equal to 3 is to 7, find X. So what is given in the question? AB is parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. So we learned in Euclid's fifth postulate that sum of the angles of the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. So here x plus y is equal to 180 degrees. X and y are on the same side of the transversal. So also we know that corresponding angles are equal. So O is equal to Z and y plus O is equal to 180 degrees. Linear pair. Look at the figure. Y plus O is equal to 180 degrees. So we can replace O by Z. So we get y plus Z is equal to 180 degrees. Now let us take y is equal to 3L and Z is equal to 7L. It is given in the question that y is to Z is equal to 3 is to 7. So since y plus Z is equal to 180, 3L plus 7L equal to 180 degrees, 10L is equal to 180 degrees. So L is equal to 180 by 10, that is equal to 18. So L is equal to 18. Now we can write the values of y and z. Y is equal to 3 into L, that is equal to 3 into 18, that is equal to 54 degrees. And z is equal to 7 into 18, that is equal to 126 degrees. Now we are asked to find the value of x. That can be found from the equation 1, that is x plus y is equal to 180. So we know the value of y, that is 54. We substitute that here. So x plus 54 is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 180 minus 54, that is equal to 126 degrees. In figure 6.30, if AB parallel to CD, EF perpendicular to CD and angle GED equal to 126 degrees, find these angles. So if AB and CD are parallel lines, GE is the transversal. Look at the figure. GE is the transversal. Then alternate interior angles are equal. So it is given in the question angle GED equal to 126 degrees. So the next angle AGE is also will be equal to 126 degrees. Alternate interior angles. Now we can write angle GED as sum of these two angles, angle GEF plus angle FED. So since FE is perpendicular to CD, this angle is equal to 90 degrees. FED is equal to 90 degree. And we also know that GED equal to 126 degrees. So we can substitute these two and we get the value of angle GEF. That is GED equal to 126 minus GEF equal to 126 minus 90 degrees. That is equal to 36 degrees. Now let us find the next angle, that is we need to find FGE. So again we come to Euclid's fifth postulate. Sum of the angles of the same side of the transversal equal to 180 degrees. Here angle FGE plus angle GED equal to 180 degrees. Now we substitute the value 126 degrees here. We get angle FGE equal to 54 degrees. So we found angle AGE equal to 126 degrees, angle GEF equal to 36 degrees, and angle FGE equal to 54 degrees. In figure 6.31, if PQ parallel to ST, angle PQR equal to 110 degrees and angle RST equal to 130 degrees, find angle QRS. So we have given a hint, draw a line parallel to ST through point R. So let us draw a parallel line XY parallel to PQ. So let's draw X and Y. Yes. Now we know that same side of the transversal angles, sum of the angles of the same side of the transversal is equal to 180 degrees. We used this fifth postulate in many of the sums. Now here let us take a look at the figure. PQR plus this angle QRX, that is equal to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 110 is equal to 70 degrees. So QRX equal to 70 degrees. Likewise, we take SR as the transversal. Now again we use the same postulate. We get RST plus RST, then SRY, that is equal to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 130 will get the angle SRY, that is equal to 50 degrees. Now we need to find QRS. Look at the figure. Here we already found this angle as 70 degrees and RSY as 50 degrees. Now we need to find QRS. So it is clear that XY is a straight line. So linear pair, sum of these angles will be equal to 180 degrees. So we need to subtract 50 plus 70 from 180 degrees. Shall we write? So sum of these angles equal to 180 degrees. We already know two values, that is 70 and 50. Add that and subtract it from 180 degrees. So we get angle QR is equal to 60 degrees. In figure 6.32, if AB parallel to CD, angle APQ equal to 50 degrees and angle PRD equal to 127 degrees, find X and Y. So it is given AB is parallel to CD. So we can take this line. Look at the figure. PQ is the transversal. So it is clear that X equal to 50 degrees. Alternate interior angles are equal. So we get angle APQ equal to angle PQR, that is equal to X 50 degrees. Now look at the other side. So PR is the transversal. PR is the transversal. So what are the angles are equal? 50 plus Y is equal to 127 degrees. So from that we can easily find the value of Y. So let us write this. APR is equal to PRD. So 127. So we can write 50 plus X equal to total 127. Since alternate interior angles are equal, so 50 plus Y is equal to 127. That is equal to Y is equal to 77 degrees. Last sum of this exercise. In figure 6.33, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B. The reflected ray moves along the path BC and strikes the mirror RS at C and again reflects back along CD. Prove that AB parallel to CD. So to prove this, first let us draw two perpendicular lines. BE perpendicular to PQ. Look at the figure. BE perpendicular to PQ and CF perpendicular to RS. Now, we know that by the law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So here let us mark the angles as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Look at the figure. So here angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Now BE and CF are parallel lines and BC is the transversal. So alternate interior angles are equal. So angle 2 is equal to angle 3. So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. So from this it is clear that angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. Alternate angles are equal, therefore line AB is parallel to CD. Hence the proof. Happy learning. Thank you, children.